Hey folks, this is Johnny. Welcome to another Home Studio Trainer Live. This is only like my third or fourth live stream, so I'm glad that everybody could make it. Today we're going to take a look at note effects, and then we'll go into a full general discussion. It's good to see everybody here. I'm not quite sure how many people are in the chat just yet. But so far I see Neil Thompson, I see... who was that? I see Neil, and I see Billy Morgan. Good to see everybody. All right. I'm sure we'll get more as time goes on, but we're going to go ahead. We're going to take a look at note effects. I have a full-length, well, not a full-length. I'm just doing quick videos these days, but I've got a full video showing how to use note effects coming out. It's going to be like a standalone video, but I thought I would do this for the live stream, and then we can all talk about it. Just Bob is here. He says, hello, everyone. He says, hello, everyone, and hit the like button. Yes, please hit the like button. So we have 4 concurrent viewers right here. And for the last half hour or so, I've been kind of practicing with the note effects. I got my drums all set. I'm just playing the little keyboard here. It's only got a few key range, but it's really nice and comfortable. I've got drum pads, and then I have piano keys. And there it is. There you go. So you guys can actually see. Let's see if I can get a full screen of what I got going on here. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I got my keyboard right here. I've got my 2 Adams right here, and I got my fader port right here to control my drum beats and stuff. So it's quite nice. So one of my most recent additions, I did a quick video on this just off from my phone. I actually picked up the little monitor station micro. It's called a micro station. It's really all I need now for what I do. I used to have the bigger system where I had the 2-stack monitors and everything. And I didn't really need that big monitor station. And this thing just fits right in here. It was a Christmas present to myself. Is that good or bad? Can I do that? Is that wrong? To give yourself a Christmas present? There you go. This thing is like, I've had this one for eons. I had this one back when I was using Cubase. Or something similar. I think the one I had when I was using Cubase was a black model. And so this one's pretty cool with the reverse key colors and everything. I don't know if you can see it. There it is right there. I got my keys. I got my drums. Pretty nice. Really simple. I really only use my PreSonus, the big keyboard, when I'm doing bigger piano parts, or I use my 76 key job over here. So there you go. All right. So let us go back to the main. We got 9 people in here. Good to see everybody. Let's see who came in. Russell Harris is here. Paul Curtis Music is here. Good to see you guys. Oh, Johnny Lipsham is here. It's got to be what? It's got to be midnight out there, 1 o'clock in the morning. Thanks for coming in, even if you're only here for a couple of minutes, Johnny. All right, so let's see. So I think I've got enough to get started here, so I'm going to go to the classroom. So if you look at what I got going here, so far I've just got a drum pattern. Just something simple and lame. And then I have a piano. So what I want to do is I want to show the note effects options, and this comes with all the current versions of Studio 1.7 and Studio 1.6, in fact, and I think even 5. So we can actually, let's see, what does he say? Drinking red wine. Red wine. All right. Oh, he says it's midnight out there. Okay. All right. So, like for the piano, I mean, the note effects really don't apply to drums too much, but they are really good for things like piano. So let's actually start. So I'm going to start with the quarter. This is my favorite out of all of them. What was the one that I chose when I was practicing? I think chord groups. me see if I can find... Yeah, I always do stuff in minor chords. Everybody gets on me on that. Ooh, I like these. I forgot I was on. For a second, I'm just playing. Just playing, that's all. All right, so that gives you an idea of using the quarter. You have a bunch of presets. I am not in any way, shape, or form familiar with music theory, so all of these names mean nothing to me. But I'm sure Johnny Lipsham, maybe he can address some of these in his Sunday night show at 6 o'clock, same time on Sunday nights, Songwriting Simplified. Or is that the Sunday show? No, Wednesday is Songwriting Simplified. My bad. So maybe on Sunday he can do it. All right, I'll stop now. We got 13 people in here, and if you just joined us, we're going through the chord. We're going through the note effects right now. We're taking a look at the quarter. So it's perfect. 13 people here. Who do we got that's new here? Let me actually take a look. Neil Thompson, Paul Curtis, Russell Harris. Tony Stringert is here. Good to see you. All right. So you can see here, let me actually do some chords. I'm going to do this to the drum beat that I have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, it actually didn't hit a chord there. Let me try that again. Ooh, interesting. So some of the chords that require certain keys, I noticed, the keys don't play. So for this particular preset, none of the black keys work on this particular keyboard. And you can tell here, let me see if I can zoom in on this a little bit. Let's see, you can tell here by the ones that, the keys that are highlighted. So if I do a zoom, there we go. So the quarter is only going to play, let me actually get that video out of the way here. There we go. So the quarter is only going to play, while I make everybody dizzy here, the quarter is only going to play the keys that correspond to these parts that are lit up. Mars the Second Genesis. He says, hi from Mars. Good to see you. All right. So I went up too fast. Dang it. There it is. All right. So, so you can choose with certain options here if you're going to make your own. This is an EDM melody maker. Use synth. So I assume that some of these positions are... Oh, okay. So I could... Yeah, looks like with this particular preset, these are the ones you can play. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out and I'm going to try to record another part yet. All right. Oop, that didn't do a chord. So now if I start to add other note effects, let's see. So let's see, I'm going to show you guys the input filter a little bit at the end, because there's a really cool thing that it does just as far as being able to select certain keys. All right, so we got the quarter, so let's try the arpeggiator. So now we have an arpeggiator. What's it going to do if we stack the quarter and the arpeggiator? Here we go. So let's actually choose a particular pattern. All right, so if you look at these guys up here, these are the particular arpeggio patterns that it's going to take. This one is actually going to play pretty much the chords. There we go. Oh, there's a great idea. Johnny actually has a whole video series, I think it is, on the note effects. Definitely check that out. He has a link there at the bottom of the chat. So that's cool. I forgot about that, Johnny. I should put that as a link in the description to this live stream when it's over. All right, so we can actually choose something like this. See, it's actually trying to play that. And for this particular pattern, this is the best one. All right, let's see if I can choose a different one. Ho, ho, ho. Nice. I like it. So we can adjust the swing. We can actually kind of gate it out a little bit. And we can adjust the velocity. All right, let's actually take the hold off. So what the hold is going to give us, if I let up on the keys, it'll stop playing. Let me see if I can get the little video back. There we go. And we're going to shrink him down just a bit so that we can see him. And there we go. That makes it really nice. Nice and easy. All right. So for this part here, I've turned the hold off. So when you turn the hold off, it gives you the ability to let up on the keys and have the arpeggio stop. If I put that hold button on, there you go. So that gives you kind of a little bit of breathing room, especially if you're just doing particular chords with an arpeggio type. All right, let's see. So what else do we have here? We have a repeater. I don't think that's going to work with the arpeggiator, but let's see what it does. Okay, let's try this here. Yeah, that's not going to work. So I'm going to take the arpeggiator out of there. There we go. So now we just have the quarter. Let me turn that off. There we go. All right, so let's turn it back on. And we have a bunch of different sequences. All right, let's see what this does. Hey, there we go. Yeah, sounds like an error. It kind of does. Pretty cool. Let's try a different one. Oh, that doesn't. Yeah, right. Simple one. Nice. That'd be great for a bass line, wouldn't it? That one would be really good for a bass line. Let's actually see. What is that one? It's called Miss Jean. Okay. Let me. Oh, you know what? I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this with a bass. My 6-string and full. All right. So I have no idea what's going to happen here. All right, I'm actually going to go back to this one, and I'm going to take the repeater off of there and just use the chord. Remember, that other patch was called Miss Jean. All right, so let's go to the bass. 2, 3, 4. Oops, I did that wrong. Two, 3, 4. All right. There we go. Let's see. Now, I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen here. All right. So the repeater. And what did we say we wanted? We wanted the Miss Jean. I don't know if this is going to work, but we'll see. No, it doesn't work at all. Now, if I turn off the piano, so what if I sped this up by like, let's go to 140. Ready? So what would that sound like with just one bass note all the way through? Watch this. There we go. Here we go. Ready? Oh, hey, it's a C. Here's the repeater. So maybe it needs to. All right, what if I cut this into pieces? Ooh, I got a better idea. Watch this. There we go. There we go. Man. All right, hold on a second. Watch this. All right, we're going to go back up here. There we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Am I going to get a copyright strike? You know, I might. All right, we got 14 people in here. We're playing around with the note effects. All right, so for this particular patch, you've got to start it out each measure. Yeah. I'm having way too much fun. Way too much fun. I'll start reading some of the chats here in a little bit. If you want to actually ask me a question or make a comment, please type at Home Studio Trainer, not at HST. You've got to type out all of Home Studio Trainer, not trailer. Let's see, if you slow the tempo to about 120, the copyright strike will likely happen. Yes. All right, so let's see what else we can come up with here. Here is this one. Okay. What this one's gonna do. Oop. I'm not starting on the beat. Here we go. Oh, where's my friend Jeff Clark? He's a master of bass work. He would love this. He would love it. All right, let's try this one. Now, Paul Curtis said, sorry, that did not make sense. I'm not quite sure. Oh, okay. Paul posted just before that. Remember, you gotta, if you want me to read it, you gotta type at Home Studio Trainer. He said, never use this. Guess to me, it thinks for you to a degree. You know, yeah, it kind of does. Interesting. Yeah, early 80s synth. Yeah. That is pretty cool stuff. It really is. So if I go back to the bass. All right, I'm just going to audition a couple more. There we go. I wonder if I can edit this as I go. What was that? That's pretty cool. I think I could take the audition notes off, maybe. It just doesn't work that way. All right, so let's get this bad boy back. There we go. So what do you guys think? Oh, man. Oh, I see what's happening here. I keep hitting the wrong thing. So let's go back to here and go to this. There we go. Hey, Steve Louth is here. Good to see you. Yeah, hit that like button if you like what's happening here. If you don't like what's happening here, then don't. I can totally understand that because I'm really just making a lot of noise right now. All right, so the last thing that I wanted to show you guys, I'm going to go back to, I'm going to actually get rid of this bass. I wanted to go back to the keyboards. All right, so there is a cool option that is called the input filter. So what the input filter is going to do is you have the ability to, I can actually, like right now, this little keyboard is going from here to here. With the input filter, I can actually take this to where none of these keys will actually trigger until it gets here. Now, what is this good for? The input filter is really good if you're stacking different instrument tracks to trigger different instruments. So I can only have this track trigger these, or I can go to the next track and I can put in the input filter, and I can only have it trigger to here. Let's get that out of there. There we go. So now, if I actually arm both of these tracks, this part, I can play the chords there and the bass here. So. So this makes it really easy to record certain parts. So if I actually want to record on these two tracks at the same time, I can use the same keyboard to trigger out two different sections of two different instrument tracks. So watch this. Let me try that one more time. I'm actually going to take the loop off so it doesn't loop back. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, now that that's done, so I used a single controller. To record two separate MIDI parts. That's what the input filter does, and I think that that is a cool feature. If you're using an 88-key piano, you can literally, on each track, assign a particular zone to trigger multiple different instruments. What do you guys think? All right, so let's actually start talking about this. From what you guys saw, despite my my playing around. What did you guys think? Let me actually go back to the main. There we go. All right, what do you guys think? I'm going to go back up to some of the comments. Now, nobody's actually typing or putting in at home studio trainer or anything like that, so I'm just going to try to go. Let's see, Yucko, oh no, is here. Good to see you. We got 16 people in here. Let me see. Beep, 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 beep. Neil Thompson. Let's see. Neil Thompson is here. I'm just going to go back up to the top. We've got Russell Harris. We got Neil Thompson. We got Billy Morgan. We got Just Bob. We got Johnny Lipsham. And there's Paul Curtis again. Tony Stringert. And Mars, the second Genesis. Let's see if you want an in-depth look at the note effects. There is the link that Johnny provided to his series. As I go through, see if there's any questions. Just want to make sure I get everybody. Yeah, I had some 70s disco going there for a while. Thank you, Bob. Billie Jean copyright. Yup. Bet I'm going to get a strike on that. Let's see. If you slow the tempo down, you'll definitely get a strike. Okay, so Paul Curtis says, never use this. I guess to me, it thinks for you to a degree. If you need help with a part idea, yeah, I think that's good. I like to create those with my vision of what should be played. Yeah, exactly. He also says, sorry, that did not make sense. Actually, it did make sense. It made a lot of sense. Sheila's here. Good to see you, Sheila. She says, hi, I'm late. That's all right. And Billy Morgan saying hi to Sheila. Paul Curtis is talking about the bass sounding cool. Let's see. Now it's a hush pipe by Weezer. Copyright strike. Let's see. Just Bob says Batman. Exactly. Let's see. Steve Louth is here. He says, good morning to everybody. We have Tuenaku Metal. He says, hit the like button. Thank you. I'm sure I'm pronouncing your name wrong, and I do apologize for that. Tuenaku. I think that's right. Don Oliver is here. Good to see you, Don. He says, hello, Johnny. Mars, the second Genesis. He says, I think your dog should stop sniffing glue. It's out of control. Yes, that's what it started to sound like. Hill Thompson says, I think the Who used a time machine and created the keyboard part for, Teenage Wasteland. Oh, wait, I wonder if you could duplicate that with this. That'd be fun. Let's see. Tony Cordona says, fun Friday. And Just Bob says, it's always amazing as to how much Studio One can do. I agree. I totally agree with that. Neil Thompson says, I can't see myself using this tool, but I could see it being handy for some. Yeah, I think especially... Excuse me, especially the input filter. The input filter can be used really, really nice. If you have one keyboard and you want to do a couple of parts at once, you want to assign one section of the keyboard to a piano sound and the other side of the piano to a bass or anything like that. I think it can be a time saver. I do like the chord option, though. When you actually, let's see, I'll go back to the piano. Oh, there we go. I do like this. I think that is very cool to be able to use. Let me take the input filter off. There we go. See, for someone like me who has absolutely excuse me, who has absolutely no music theory, that is beautiful. And it's got so many different... Here's rock chord group. Nice. All right, let's see if I can get this going. There, 3, 4. There we go. All right, let's try this again here. Let's get rid of these. I wanted to get rid of these. Let's see. Delete. There we go. My keyboard's not working for some reason. I wonder if it's working over here. There we go. All right, so let's go back. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't put it on loop. Yeah, there you go. Let's see, Mr. Metal says, I just got the 8-channel PreSonus fader port. Any thoughts? Yes, I started out with the 8, and I've got the 16 now. Excuse me. I originally sold my 8. I was having financial trouble at the time, and then once all of that was over, I got a nice donation when I restarted my channel, and I actually picked up the 16. So there you go. Just pops. It sounds like an 80s sitcom intro. Yeah, it did. Didn't it? Yeah, the fader port 8 is awesome, and you can bank for as many. If you've got a song... If you've actually got a song with 30 or 40 tracks, you can bank through all of them and be able to control your whole mix. You can also use 2 fader port 8s to make 16 if you wanted to. You could use 2 fader port 16s for 32 faders. So there's a lot of options there. I'm glad that PreSonus made them stackable. For a little while, I used the 8 with the 16 when I bought the 16, and, then like I said, I sold it or whatever. So let's see, what do we got here? Sheila, she's talking, she's saying hi to everybody. All right. Let's see, Neil says, I mean the quieter bit with just 2 piano notes. Move from place to place. You should turn that into a song. Oops. Excuse me, so you can have tons of fun with this stuff. Absolutely. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. We have 19 people in here, and we are playing around with the note effects. Oh boy. I've still got this cough. It's been 2 months now. And you can hear my voice. I'm really struggling with the voice. And excuse me for all the throat clearing. I'm really sorry. But if you go a little bit up the chat, you will actually see a link to an excellent series for the note effects that Johnny Lipsham put together. Oh, thank you. Let's see, Tanaku Metal with the $5 donation. Thank you for that. I appreciate that very much. Much appreciated. That's the first super chat so far for the new stream. Thank you, guys. Extremely. I really appreciate it. Really, really do. All right. Cool. So let's see. What else do we have here? Let me see if I can go through. Got a couple people from the website chat. Let's see what they're doing. What is the website chat doing? There's just a couple people over there from the people that don't like YouTube. They don't like putting their stuff in YouTube. Let's see. There is a couple questions. Let me read them here first before I do anything. Okay. He goes, how did you remove the event effects? All right, that's an easy one. So if I go back to the classroom, so the way that I removed them is I'm going to zoom in. So for the event effects, it's quite simple. You can hit the little caret and you can just say remove. You can also right click and it'll open up the same menu. You can also, let's see, input mode. I'm not sure what that does. It's input mode. Oh, I wonder if it actually records. Oh, I bet I know what this is. Oh, Billy Morgan with the $10 donation. Thank you, Billy. Appreciate that. I bet I know what the input mode does. I'm going to test something here. So if I have, let me show this one more time. So there's a little button here that says input mode. I'm going to take a guess. Because if I have it in the regular mode, it will probably record just the single notes I hit. Let me see if my assumption is correct. If I have this inverted. Yeah. Okay. Now, did you guys see what that does? That is so cool. And I was totally guessing because I've actually never used this. Okay, I'm going to see if I can explain this easily to where even I understand it. All right. Oops. All right, so what this does, if you have it in this mode, it will record your actual key strikes. If you have it in this mode, it will record what the quarter is doing. Everybody get that? That is awesome. Oh, look at that. He says, now that was new to me too. Input mode. See, this is why I love doing these things, because I can even teach Johnny something. Oh, man. You're going to have to make an addition to your video series there, because this is very cool to be able to do this. Yeah, that is cool. So there's an input mode on the quarter. And you know, when I saw that, I'm like, oh, it can't be that easy. So now I have to turn off the quarter. So now the track should play naturally. Yeah, there it is. Yes, that is so cool. So this is a pre-keyboard and post-keyboard. Does that sound right? Need more input. Thank you, Wayne. Sean Aaron says, cool. Tony Cordona says, let's see. He says, how would it could use this feature with an M-Voice box? Oh, that's interesting. I don't know. I don't think M-Voice would actually play the different notes. Johnny Lipscomb says, "Holy poopy balls!" Nice. How delicate. Holy poopy balls. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't, Johnny, we're going to have to check to see if that was in version 6. Because if it was, we totally missed it years ago. That's crazy. That is so cool. So, okay, let's see. Mike over on HST that's watching this, he wants me to show that again. All right, no problem. All right, I'm going to keep it in this kind of view. And I'm going to delete. All right, so if I have this little guy in the, I'm just gonna call it the white mode or the actual keyboard mode. If I keep it there and I turn on the quarter, the MIDI track is only going to record the actual key strikes. If I have it in this yellow mode, or I'm going to call this post keyboard mode, it's going to record what the quarter is doing. I can turn the quarter off. Perfect. Oh, and Johnny confirms it is pre and post keyboard. Excellent. Excellent. Wayne says, watch your mouth, Johnny Lipsham. Nice. Oh, man. So that was a beautiful discovery. Absolutely awesome. So even though a couple of you said this really wouldn't be something that you would actually find useful, for those that do, you have some very cool options with just the quarter alone. So I'm going to see something here. Excuse me. So what would this do? Excuse me. So I'm going to take the quarter out. So I wonder, so what about the other note effects? Let's do the arpeggiator. Yep, it has the same option. All right, so we got the velocity all the way up. All right, so let us see. Obviously, if I just hold a chord down in this mode. There we go. So yeah, all right, so that's that mode. So let's see what it does if I put it in post keyboard mode. That is pretty cool. Yeah, like pre and post fader sends. Yeah, see, that's why I recognized the icon. That's why I recognize the icon, but there you go. There it works with the arpeggiator. See, we got the arpeggiator and the quarter. I don't think I'm going to have that out. Oh, I have the option with the input filter. What's the other one? Oh, the repeater. Let's see what it does. There we go. All right, so let's see. If we have that in that mode, I'm going to put it in post keyboard mode. Nice. Oh, and since I'm actually in 4/4 with no swing here, the input quantize actually corrected it. Nice. Neil Thompson says, just in case you have not yet said it, very cool. Nice. Nice. Oh, man. Well, that was something I didn't expect, and even Johnny Lipsham didn't expect that one. But that is an awesome mode. I will be doing a standalone video in short for this subject, and eventually I will be. Eventually, Johnny will probably add this to his video series. And Johnny, if you could you post a link to that video series one more time? And let people actually check it out and let people know if you do an update video for it. Pretty doggone cool. Really cool. And we've got 17 people in here. I don't see the likes, so please let me know what the likes are. We had 21 at one point. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Might have to leave a little bit early because I am just about out of gas on the voice. An hour is all I can do. And unless I'm really upset or I'm laughing my head off, the voice goes away. Gotta love dysphonia. If anybody doesn't know what dysphonia is, it is spelled just the way it sounds. Look it up on Google. It is very frustrating and painful. Hey, Mr. Turner, he is here. He says, "What's up, Johnny?" I think he's talking to Johnny Lipsham. But either way, that works. All right. So there's nobody can actually see the likes. I cannot see the likes. There's stream settings. There is that. I've got 69 views, but I can't see how many likes are there. Oh, Kyle says, sorry, I missed the entire show. Dang it. That's okay. You can always watch the replay because we made a couple of really cool discoveries. Another stellar show, says Just Pop. Excellent. I appreciate that very much. All right, so let's go back here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed what we did here, and it was really kind of scattered. It wasn't nearly as well structured as last week's, but we got a lot of cool information in. And I do appreciate... Okay, 18 likes. Excellent. Oh, Sheila says only 7 likes. Yikes. Well, I'll find out once the show is over and published. Let's see. Johnny Lipsham says, Johnny and I are separated by an ocean, 10 years and a heartbeat. Yeah, that's perfect. Yet we are on the same track with everything else. Except for politics, but everything else after that. Just Bob says 19 likes, 18 likes. All right, Billy Morgan, if you look at, not Billy, I'm talking about Billy Morgan. Billy Morgan has a link to an after show Zoom if you guys are interested. And Sheila says, hoops typo. It's okay. That's okay, Sheila. All good. Let's see. And Kyle says he'll join a little bit later. If I have any gas left, I will actually see if I can join. I'm actually not working tonight. Yay. I might just go to bed. I'm not sure. All right, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I really do appreciate everybody coming out. And tell your friends. I'd like to see if I can get more people in here on a Friday night. All right, folks. You guys take care, and I'll see you next week.